everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, back at you with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness! That's right, everybody. Every day for the past 30 days, we've been playing a different deck every single day. And today is day 30 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness. One day to go after today. And today we have ourselves another fan suggestion. Well, it's pretty banger. You know, I gotta say. We're taking a look today at Symphonic Warriors, the guys who are just a bunch of musical instruments that just go postal on people. This is a very powerful pendulum deck that once it gets into its flow, we can do some incredibly crazy plays. Surprisingly, considering this is an oft overlooked sort of archetype, we can do some pretty crazy things with it. So, we got ourselves our deck, thanks to Mr. Dre McGee, who wanted us to take a look at good old Symphonic Warriors and see what we could do with them. So, we got ourselves our deck. We're going into Edo Pro, showing off how it works, showing off some cards, some combos, some wombos maybe. And we're going to be having ourselves a good old time. As always, if you want the deck list, it's there for you down in the comments below. Hit it up, you know, and maybe drop a like while you're down there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead into Edo Pro, the Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! And show off what these musical boys and girls can do. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. We like to go first. We can go second on occasion. This deck does have the option. But going first definitely helps. And this opening hand is actually pretty loaded. This is one of our strongest combo starters right here. Setting a monster. That's right. We start nice and simple with some nice, bass music. So we got ourselves our Warrior DJJ. He is part of our combo. You can target a face down dude, flip him up. When you flip up syntheses, you add another monster. We already have another DJJ, so we're actually going to add Guitar here. We can use him later. So you got that. And so DJJ, he's, again, going to do some amazing things. We use the Symphonic Monsters effect. We can summon him to the field. When he's summoned to the field, he will summon another monster. Hey, are we doing combos here? I'd say we are. So we're going to summon another syntheses. These are not once per turn effects. Based Pendulum Enjoyer spotted. Let's see. Indeed. Indeed. I mean, I'm not the biggest Pendulum Enjoyer in the world, but having finally taken a look at Symphonics, I have to say, they're pretty nice. So, what we're going to be, let's see, adding to my hand, let's get mics, because that'll get me another normal summon for my guitar. I would like to do that. So, we're going to make Beyond the Pendulum here. We got to use the middle monsters. We got to make sure there's two zones open, basically. So, we're going to use these two. Make Beyond the Pendulum. Get us more Pendulum. We are Pendulum summoning out the wazoo, and we need this guy. Guitarist, the angriest looking of all the Symphonic Warriors. I'm not sure why he's so angry, but he is a very angry boy. So, we've got our guy. He's a 0 scale. That's why we need him. We're going to pendulum summoning everything. So, we're going to summon Mike. We're going to summon Guitarist. We're going to summon DJ. But not the guitar, because he only does things when he's normal summoned. So, we're going to summon out. Be like, summon out. Be like, summon out some more. And thanks to our mics over here, let's see, I can bounce a card. Do I really want to do that, though? Target a card in the pendulum zone, bounce it to the hand. No, we don't really need to do any of those effects. We're good. We are good in that respect. So what we're going to do, because I can do quite a few things, we're going to start by using our Masquerena here. Let's see, I need to keep these two on the board, so we're going to use these two for this. We'll make our Masquerena for some good old-fashioned defense. I do need to hurry, though. Running low on time. Don't want to run out of time. But basically, we're going to go ahead, Synchro Shogun. Be like, hey, Borlode Savage Dragon. We started all this with 2 cards. That's all. We haven't even had it into our Spell Trap lineup yet. But it's coming. It's a-coming. So, we're just going to go ahead and get back some monsters for later. We're not going to be using them just yet, and let's see. I can change my monster to a monster in the grave, but that doesn't help us in any meaningful way, so we'll end our turn for now. So we got ourselves a nice little start up here. Again, we don't have the Symphonic spell traps just yet. That's when things get pretty nutty in this deck, when you actually go for the spell traps. Because you get your field spell, and you get your continuous spell. They both rely on these things called symphonic counters, which are, you know, you might think that's bad. The counters, why you rely on that stuff. But no, they actually do some good stuff for this deck. You know, you build up a whole bunch of counters every time you use your symphonic monster's effects. Your continuous spell can remove the counters to search out more monsters. And the field can either burn your opponent or banish their stuff. It's absolutely brutal. So what are we up against? We're up against penguins, you say. Or we were up against penguins until my opponent surrendered. Why did you surrender? I guess he did not get the cards he needed or something. Oh, well, that is unfortunate indeed. I mean, at the very least, we had to show off the combo and all that sort of thing. Like I said, that was one of many of our combos. I could have made other things as well. But that was just, you know, one of the things we can do with just 2 cards. These 2 cards alone could do many a thing for you. So, that's good for showing off the deck, but we'll definitely do a bonus 4th duel if things don't pick up. But let's go ahead for duel number 2 for now. We'll show off more what the Symphonic Warriors can do. I mean, going into the next turn, I was going to... Well, I locked off my zone, but I could make do with that. I can make things out of that. So, let's go ahead again. Duel number 2. Show off more what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And going first again, let's see what we draw into. Alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We can make this work. Because we do have guitar. So guitar is actually another dude. He's pretty, you know, he's a guitar that plays another guitar. Is that like is that the corpse of his brother, or is that like his child? I don't know. But basically, I can discard any card I want, and I can summon out a Symphonic Warrior. Case in point, I can summon out a DJJ, JJJJ. And we're just gonna go into the combos yet again, as that's what we do. So, you know, it's actually kind of crazy. I've never played I've played the mics in case. Like, in certain decks, like, Despots, I believe was the last time I played Symphonic Mics. But, you know, Symphonics can actually do some stuff. Give them a chance, you know? Not everything's Fallen of Albaz and Fluanderies and Labyrinth and whatever else is the meta nowadays. I think Splite's in there somewhere. I don't remember. But, regardless, let's get ourselves our 0 scale. You always want to get a 0 scale. It's really nice that the Symphonics even have a 0 scale. They could have just had a 1 scale, but no, they got the 0. And I do have Destrudo, but we're not going to use Destrudo just yet. That is part of the future. Well, the future indeed. So we're going to go ahead and use both of the DJs, and we'll make our Beyond the Pendulum. That way we can just summon out everything. Summon everything in the world, and we'll get ourselves a mic, even though I don't have anything else to... I mean, I can summon the piano, but the piano is... He's part of the original lineup. He's got his uses, but the original lineup of Symphonics were on a completely different wavelength from the rest of the deck. Because this guy can just, like, change monster types. And he can make a monster... Yeah, he can change monster types. That's, like, literally all he does. So, let's go ahead and Pendulum summon. Pendulum, 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 and... Yeah. Why would I not Pendulum Summon 4 when I was given the chance to do so? Why the heck not? Trif ain't the only one who can Pendulum Summon, let me tell you that. Alright, so we've got all of our monsters in the world. I don't have a tuner at the moment. Oh no, I do have a tuner. Where's my tuner? Tuna? Alright, the piano's a tuner. What was I thinking? Alright. So, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and use Syntheses here, as well as a DJ, and we're going to make Gear Gigan X. Now, Gear Gigan is a very nice little searcher muffin. I can just detach a material here. And I'm going to get my guitar number 3. We're going to get bases. Again, is he wielding his own child as a weapon? If so, based. Very based. So, now we're going to go ahead and summon out our... You know, we're going to summon some of the new things. We've already shown up Avramax. I don't want every duel here to be an Avramax show. So we're going to summon out this dude. This is our Symphonic Rocks. He gets me my cards back from the extra deck. This is pretty nice. That's about all he does, but he does do that pretty dang good. So, we do have that additional normal summon thanks to Mike's. I haven't even used my regular normal summon. But now I've got this, I can go ahead and make, like, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Just to show that I have the ability to make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And let me think here. Let me think here. Is my normal summon to get a monster effect? Yeah, that's a once per turn, so I don't want to do that. Can increase a level, increase a different level, and I could make another level 7 Synchro monster. I don't think I need to do that. So, despite what I said, I am going to make a Masquerena. But I'm not going to Avermax just yet. We're going to let our opponent finally have a turn. So, for now, we'll end our turn and see where this goes. So, again, very simple start. You know, you do sometimes have hands where you don't have DJ, DJ, or we don't have our, what's the other guy's name again? Synthesis. And that can make things difficult. What's this do? Till the end of the phase, his card's name becomes that monster's name. Plays that monster with that monster's effective any. Well, shoot. I don't want him to have a monster negate. Alright, well, that is certainly annoying. And my opponent's certainly gonna do something. So this is some sort... Okay, this is like Neospatian Heroes, basically. Alright, pretty standard sort of thing going on here. He just wanted to... He wanted to get Stratos on the board without it being negated, basically. Alright. And then get Ferris, the fairest of them all. As one typically does. Alright. That's totally fine, I think. Maybe. So then Ferris comes onto the board. Can't use Ash Blossom for whatever reason, but... Yeah, it's because he's not searching. He's placing cards on the board directly. But the minute he tries to search... I do have the Joyous Spring. Alright. So, he's gonna go for Vision Hero Increase. This is the one that lets him special summon from the deck. Let's stop him from doing that, because I think... Okay. There you go. That's the thing about hero players. You know, if you can negate them at the right opportune moment, if they don't have, like, a loaded, goated hand, they just give up. Because they can do some insane things, but only when they're not interrupted. So... There's another win, and again, we're doing, well, you know, we start off the same way, but we can lead into different things. You know, I summoned out this guy this time. I didn't even summon Avermax. Didn't need him. He was an option. And I also could have made Unicorn, but that was also, you know, I was going to make Unicorn. I don't want to make no Avermax the second time around. But there's duel number 2. Let's go ahead, duel number 3. We got other things we need to try and summon out of this deck. And I want to let the band play on. So let's go duel number 3. Alrighty, everybody, our third opponent, the fighting third. And let's just keep going at it how we're doing it. You know, having a lot of fun with the Symphonic Warriors is one of the things that makes YouTube really worth it for me. Is the fact that I can, you know, put up whatever sort of content I want to do. And when I ask for suggestions from the fans, y'all deliver with decks that I... never think of, because I forget that they exist, and it feels good to play them. So, not a great opening hand. I don't have... Let's see. I could summon that. Let's see. If I activate this, then I could flip a monster, and then do not much. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple for now. And hope for a better top deck after I set up my Synthesis. Who, by the way, because I have the field spell, I can't special summon this face up defense, but why would I do that? I mean, I could make Gear Gigant, but that's about it. So let's set a card, we'll pass for now, we'll end our turn. Let's see what our opponents can do. Be really not, let's see if I can just get another one of these, or another one of these. One of those two would be pretty nice to draw into. We're up against the Dark Magicians, say the Magicians of Darkness. That could be tricky. It can be very tricky if my opponent just does the fusion. Would not be necessarily good if this is just Dark Magician. Let's see, Timaeus. Let's see. During the main phase, fusion from a fusion, extra deck monsters from hand fields material, including a spellcaster. Alright. So Timaeus the Dragon. I'm gonna have to say no to that, because I already know what you're trying to do. You're trying to summon out you-know-who. The literal you-know-who of Yu-Gi-Oh! Control Dark. Okay, has to control Dark Magician, though. Okay, that's not bad. Dark Magician go to grave. Summon Apprentice Illusion Girl. Alright. Well, my opponent certainly knows what they're doing. I mean, he hasn't normal summoned yet, so he's probably gonna tribute these two for Dark Magician. I mean, that way he gets the 0 monster off board and do stuff. I mean, that's what I would do. That way he also has Spell Negate. So, maybe. Possibly. That or he's just gonna wait till next turn and hope to keep this thing to fuse into Dragoon all over again. Possible. Certainly possible. No! Artemis the Moon Maiden. Alright. And then Selene the Queen. This only has one counter, though, so I don't know why you made Selene the Queen. That seems like a bad idea. Why would you make that? Maybe my opponent misplayed. I don't know. But regardless, I mean, that's good for me. Less damage. I take less damage, so I'm okay with that. You know, sometimes you win, and sometimes your opponent makes a bit of misplay. But I'll work with it. So what we're going to do, flip up our syntheses. So let us get more stuff. And we're going to go ahead and add guitar. I feel like a guitaring would be good here. So we're going to activate the guitar. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and activate the guitar as effect, ditching piano. And we're going to summon out... Let's me think. Who do I want? I could just... DJ? Sure. Let's get the DJ just because I can... You know, I like the deck thin a little bit. I do like to do that. So, we're going to special summon another one of these. And I'm actually going to put this one face up. I am actually going to put that face up. And, oh, I wish he didn't steal that zone. I mean, yeah. I need a pendulum to do the thing I wanted to do. And a good special summon... Funny fact about Mike's, you could special summon him by removing counters off of this. But we don't need to do that. Wish I had things in a different zone placement, but... You know, is whatever. We're going to make Beyond's a pendulum. And don't worry, we're not going to go for Avermax again. I've already done that enough times. I could. But I'm not going to. Because, I mean, yeah, he's got Selene the Queen. He's got a Dark Magician in the hand. I still don't know why he did all that, but he did it. We're going to activate that. We're going to go ahead and special summon. We're going to summon from the hand and from the extra deck. Summon out 1. Summon out 2. And let's go ahead and activate Guitarist. We'll bounce both these back to the hand. That'll put another counter. Activate another guitar. And let's see. Sentiment is Symphonic Warriors. Yeah. Summon this card summon. Target a card in your pendulum zone, return to the hand. Because I kind of want to use this effect now that I'm doing it. Okay, so we're going to normal summon off of Mike's. Summon out Guitarist. This will bounce our guitar. Good. So now we got 6 counters. So now we're going to use piano. We're going to turn somebody into an Egyptian god. Syntheses, the Egyptian god of music. So now we got 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is normal summon. Let me think. 1, 2, 3. I just banish any card, right? Yes, I can. So let's go ahead and banish some cards from my opponent's graveyard. I can also banish Selene the Queen, I suppose, but let's banish this, this, and yeah, we'll just banish Selene the Queen. That's 3. And Timaeus, so he can't do it again. Ah, And y'all thought I wasn't gonna get to do that effect today. Well, you was wrong. You was wrong. Let's see. Target a band symphonic. Summon it. Sure. Let's just bring back the piano. You know, it's time for some nice classical to go with all this techno stuff. So we'll set this card, and I could literally play cards until the crack of doom. So you two, sorry, my creator god, you must go for a bigger band. So we've got our rocks. We're gonna get our stuff back. Like I said, when we get into the flow, this deck just continues to do stuff. And is there anything else I could do? I could make Nirvana High Paladin. Why not? I haven't done it yet. We'll make Nirvana High Paladin because I have that power. I don't even remember what this card does. I just remember it was a cool thing I could put in here. Let's see. This is single summon using blah, blah, blah. Using a pendulum summon monster. Destroys a monster in battle, halves life points. Cool. Summon guitar. All right. At this point, I'm literally just dunking on this poor guy. I mean, to be fair, he was trying to hit me with Dragoon, so he kind of deserves it. But let's go ahead for the battle phase that we've been neglecting this whole time. And that ought to be an OTK, unless I'm very mistaken. And even though I'm not the best at math, I'm pretty sure that's an OTK. All right. So we'll do... I want to... Hopefully everyone gets a hit in. One shy. All right, we'll let guitar take it. So, there you go for third duel. I might be stressing my luck a little bit. I kind of want to do one more. Honestly, though, I think I've done most everything, so let's go ahead for the end screen. I didn't even get to show off my other spell. Weird. But regardless, let's go for the end screen now. I think we've shown off most of this deck. So, let's go for the end screen. We'll talk more about the deck and what's coming up for the finale of the month of madness. Alrighty, everyone. Symphonic Warriors, let the band play on. We did get 3 wins. I really wanted to go for a 4th because the one thing I didn't get to show off today was my additional search in the general probe, which basically just uses more of the symphonic counters, just adds more counters. You can remove those counters to search more cards, get even more consistency, but weirdly enough, we never drew it, and we never actually needed it. Normally, this card's like really good, especially if we get it going first, but we never drew the darn thing. I don't know what to say. Normally, I need a card like this to do things, but didn't need it at all. Who would even know? So, you get an idea of how this deck works. It's very, very pendulum-y. It's a very pendulum deck where we just summon monster after monster after monster after monster, and we make big things out of it. We made a lot of big things out of it. We didn't make everything, but we made a good chunk of things. I never got to make Horus, which is sad. This is my own fancy little tech card, because it does let me steal my opponent's stuff, and they have to do it. They have no choice. So, I hope everybody enjoyed seeing the Symphonic Warriors today. Definitely a really cool deck that I enjoyed playing very much so. And so, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smack the like button. I appreciate it if you do. And tomorrow is going to be the finale of the month of madness. You might ask, what is going to be the finale of the month of madness? Well, I'm still working on it. But we're going to play a pure gamble deck. We're going to roll them bones, and that's going to decide how this month ends. So, tune in tomorrow for the finale. Your boy Memphis is signing out for now. I'll see you guys again later. Till next time, you'll stay safe, stay happy, you have a good time.